Hi, and welcome on to the All Guns Blazing podcast with my man DT. Right, you're not shaking my hand now.
I thought I'd try something a little different.
What are you trying different?
How about a high five?
High five for what? Oh, yeah, all right, here it is. They beat us. We're going to come to that. We're coming from YouTube studios today, by the way, so big up the guys from YouTube for letting us be here. And as you can tell by the big smile on his face and the high five and all that, we had the Blood Brothers final last week, Sunday, and DT's team won.
Battered them.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you for winning that. And I've seen all these things you've been putting out about me, missing.
Yeah.
Where's Robbie? Let me just first of all just put you straight. As I told you, I wasn't. You knew anyway before the final. That
I thought you was going to turn up.
Huh?
What did I call you? The Stan Kroenke of AFTV.
No. Listen, with that final, I had like a prior thing that I had to go to. It was booked about 3 months ago, and as I was saying to the guys who were organising the final, I was going, "Can you not do it on a different date?" They couldn't because of all the logistics and that. So the final, that's the only reason I weren't there. And you know that. So I don't know why you...
It was actually all right for you, though, not being there.
All right, so tell us about it. Go on.
Well,
you've been waiting all week.
First of all, because
you've been waiting all week.
No, but first of all, you wasn't there, right? Now, first of all, let me just say something. For all the people that don't want to watch this bit about Blood Brothers, skip to about 10 minutes and we should be done by then,
10
all right?
minutes?
Yeah. Robbie had 10 minutes Now, because you wasn't there, I thought, you know what, Robbie wasn't at the final, so let me bring the final to Robbie. So, hold on a minute. I've got a little something for you. I've got a little present for you. Yeah. Yeah. First of all, don't touch it. You haven't done that right. Here we go.
Right.
The Blood Brothers trophy. Now, you remember you had all them celebrations, didn't you? I thought, you know what, let's bring the celebrations to Robbie. Hey! Come on, let's have some more. Do you want to light one with me? Hey! I'm loving every minute of this. Do you want to touch it?
Not really, no. You won it. Why would I want to touch it for you?
You're going to come back
Congratulations.
For
well done.
Season 3?
We'll come back. Of course we'll come back for season 3.
Okay. Well,
right?
now,
congratulations.
Now we'll... Do you want me to just put this down for a second?
Do what you want to do with it, mate. I'm good. Oh, you know what? The thing is... Here's the difference.
No. It's wait.
All right. What else you got?
Right. So... in terms of the game itself, if you haven't already watched it, then you're more than welcome to on my channel.
It's available now on AFTV as well.
It's available.
You probably wouldn't have shown it on your channel if you'd have lost.
It's probably on all formats. So you can go over there, you can go and watch yourself. It wasn't just a game where we won. It was a massacre. It was a battering. We planned every single inch of that game to perfection. We knew what your team were going to do. We knew what style you were going to play. We even had a plan B because I, for some reason, thought that Scully would change his 4-4-2 formation. That, for me, said how scared you were of us before the game even started, that you would change your formation. We went out there and we pressed on the front and we gave your team absolutely no room to breathe. And then as the game just started unfolding...
Arteta, yeah?
Mate, DTola. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Arteta.
Listen,
pressed from the front.
Listen, we pressed. We gave no time to any of your players, and everyone that's there, even your own players. There's some that have, very gracious in defeat, and they've said, "You battered us," and that was everything that you deserved for the celebrations in the first game. Got no problem with you beating us and. Having a little celebration.
We should actually have battered you in that game.
You should have.
We should have beaten you by about 5.
You should have.
And then you've turned it around now and you've beaten us by 5.
Should have, could have, would have.
Should have.
Yeah.
We did beat you.
Should have.
So that's 1-1. You've beaten us once, we've beaten you once.
But we've also got one trophy, you've got none. So
no, we got a couple of trophies.
Not against us.
No, we got a couple of
Not
trophies.
against us.
But
you created a league and lost in the final. Yeah?
It's all good.
Now, I'm going to get to the crux of the matter here. The worst thing you ever did was sack me. The worst thing you ever did.
That's the best thing I did.
No, the worst thing you ever did was sack me. Now, I know why you're saying best, because it's meant that I've grown as a person.
I've helped you.
That's
you
fine.
owe me a debt of gratitude for sacking you. No, you do.
No.
Because you know what, right?
Now,
no, let me just say, because you've spoken a lot, right?
I'll let you say.
Right? You owe me a debt of gratitude because by me sacking you, right, which you deserve to be sacked, and you know you did. For what you did, you deserve to be sacked, right? And you've then gone on now, right? And you've sat and you've thought about it, and you've realised in managing your own team that you've got to be mature. You can't just lose your rag every minute. And I commend you for what you did in the final. Actually, I was very, obviously I missed the game, but I was very disappointed in my players because they played the occasion, right, instead of playing the actual game, right? And they were so, you got inside some of their heads, right? And they were so determined and so that they lost their game. They were just focused on you instead of focusing on your team. But you have grown up so much since that tournament started, and that is all because I sacked you. So you owe me, man.
Okay, I owe it.
You owe me.
But anyway, it's because
it's true.
It's because of me you got a new kitchen.
You know it's true.
So we're equal.
You know it's true.
Now.
You know it's true.
Going into the game, we didn't have the best of preparations because our main striker got injured about 6 weeks or so ago. Kieran got injured in the week of leading up to final in training. And he actually had to go through a lot of work to get himself even 70-odd% fit, where he had to go through a lot to get himself even on the pitch. But what he did do was not just leave with a trophy, but he left with Bez in his pocket. So he spun him so bad that his comb over fell off.
You like to rub it in, don't you?
I'm rubbing every single bit of it in. Bez is lucky that I can't even go in fully on him. And he got sent off deservedly. Claude, bless him, love the guy to pieces, but time to go. He got sent off as well. Stadium announcer, every single bit of it could not have gone any better. If I was to write a script, I wouldn't have wrote a script that perfect.
Let me ask you one question before we actually start talking about Arsenal.
Yeah.
Guys, tell me about this player you had, man. The guy played up front. Have you scored a hat-trick?
No, he scored 2.
Scored 2, made 2. The guy was like, everybody was saying
bullied him.
Everybody was saying to me that this guy was absolutely brilliant, man. Player of the game. People saying to me that possibly the guy, he was levels above everybody else who was playing. Maybe he should be playing for even, the very highest level. But who is this guy? Haven't seen him in any of the games so far.
My striker.
Wait a minute.
It's okay.
Didn't see this guy in any of the games that you had. He didn't play against United Stand. He didn't play against, what's the name? Hackney Wick. He didn't play against GRM. He didn't play against us in the first game. Then all of a sudden in the final, out of nowhere, this guy who scores 2 goals, makes all the goals, makes the big difference in the game, is the star player of your team. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, poof, this superstar player appears.
Now,
I want to know, hold on.
That's fine.
I want to know, who is this guy? Where is he from? How is this guy just appeared out of nowhere in the final?
Well, firstly...
Because, it's a bit strange, isn't it? That this guy's the guy that made all the difference.
Firstly...
He is the guy that made the difference. Hold on, answer the question.
I'm going to answer the question.
He is the guy that made the difference, didn't he? Would you say? You just admitted at the start of it.
Relax.
Hold on. I'm not finished yet. You've just admitted at the start of it. He's your star player, isn't it? Are you finished? Are you listening to me?
I'm listening. Put some salt on it.
You just admitted at the start he's your star player and but had not played throughout the tournament.
Let me explain
mysteriously
Peter Andre.
appears in the final.
Now, I get a chance to speak. Now, there's rules in this competition and they're called wild cards. Now, during the league campaign, every team had a wild card. They had 3. Those were to be used across the 4 league games.
Wild card.
At the end of those 4 league games was the final. Every team was given 1 wild card for the final.
And what did I say about wild cards?
Wait. I'm not the organiser. Now, no matter what you say about the wild card, you used the wild card for the final. But where was your wild card?
We didn't use a wild card.
Yes, you did.
He
was on the bench. He was on the bench.
All
our guys even come on.
All our guys that have been playing.
You used the wild card to get someone dressed in a kit. What's his name? John Terry.
No.
Right.
All of our guys. Now I'm saying
it's my time to speak.
It's mysterious that this guy just.
It's my time to speak. As I said, my striker, who played throughout the tournament, got injured about 6 weeks ago. Bad injury. He was only about 70-odd%, for 80% fit for the final. couldn't take the risk. Now, whilst he's been injured and we are in this other league, we've played 5 games.
Has that guy played in those games?
Yes, he has. And the video evidence is there. He's been a part of the team.
He's played in those games, but he's not played in any of the games of the Blood Brothers series.
But I used him as my wild card.
Right, and let me just ask you, right, just before we go, we are going to go on to Arsenal, sorry, but I just got to ask him this. Did me and you not have a discussion before the game where I said wild cards should not... I was complaining about this wild cards thing, and I was saying that for me, we've both got big squads. That's not necessary. You go with the players. It's unfair to bring in somebody all of a sudden. We go with what we had. Did we not have that conversation?
The organisers...
And what did you say to me?
I just sat there and just agreed with what you were saying because I knew all along what I was doing. And at the end of the day, I kept my cards close to my chest.
I'll leave it to people to work out for themselves.
People can work it out for themselves.
The wild cards.
You know, people can work it out for themselves.
Also
like I said,
known as a ringer.
There are rules.
Right.
Rules were put in place. They had a wild card.
Wild card,
we had
also
a wild
known
card,
as a ringer.
But their wild card pretended to be John Terry. Mine changed the game.
But anyway, listen, we're gonna talk about Arsenal right now, right? And of course, before we talk about the games that we got coming up, it's transfer season, and as maybe you could transfer that guy that you played for you. Maybe he's good enough to play.
Maybe,
from what I heard, he's probably good enough to play for Arsenal. But anyway,
I'm
listen.
surprised you haven't done a transfer daily for your own team. Do you know what I mean? Because you need a new squad.
But transfers.
Yes.
Still nobody has come in at Arsenal. We're now, halfway through, well, more than halfway through the transfer window. Nobody's come in. Mm-hmm. At the moment, it's looking, a lot of speculation is that Arsenal only going to really probably go for loan moves in January. I was doing my transfer daily today and I was sort of asking this question to people, do we try and get somebody right now or do we just write it off and wait till the summer? And what have you made of some of the players that have been linked? I mean, the kid from PSG, the left back, for instance.
There's a whole host of names from what I'm seeing.
What have you, this left back?
I'm not going to...
Do we need another left back?
I think we do, given Kolasinac's injury problems and the fact that Tierney's out for 3 months. So, yeah, possibly we do.
Yeah, but he's probably not going to come in, this guy, till the summer anyway, because he's...
Well, they're talking about now on loan, and from what we're hearing, there's about 4 or 5 signings that we want to bring in on loan, which kind of tells the story in itself, that the team are going... Let's bring in some reinforcements for now and we'll keep our powder dry and then we go all at it in the summer. Let's not burn our money now, which is what they look like they're doing. I'm not going to pretend that I know a lot about him. I know he scored a Champions League hat-trick, but I also know that he's had a lot of injuries.
You fit perfectly with us.
Yeah, so it's,
Just so we need another left back. I mean, if anything, I'm looking at it, say, probably more a right back.
Yeah,
because,
But then Ainsley's been doing well.
Ainsley's been doing well, but what if Ainsley's out? Bellerin's still not to full fitness. We don't know how he's going to come back. And then what about centre-back?
Again, these are areas that we need to sort out. It's down to Raul Sanelli and Josh and all of them. They want to pick up the phone and give me a call about some of my players, and they're more than welcome. Do you know what I mean?
But can we
seriously?
Can we be gambling on waiting until the summer? And we can all see that we need some of these players right now.
I don't think we can in the centre-back position because we've just sent out Mavropanos on loan.
Yep.
We've lost Callum Chambers for the rest of the season. We're openly trying to get rid of Mustafi.
Yep.
But then on the flip side of that, I noticed an article and a feature come out on Arsenal.com about Mustafi in the last 24 hours, and it was very much the kind of story that might try and dampen a few fires, like to try and win the fans over.
I think definitely. So the article that came out was talking sort of Mustafi being quite personal.
Yeah.
And talking about some of the criticism that he's faced.
But he's already answered all of this, hasn't he?
Yeah. So
but all of a sudden it's come out again.
So is that because
them trying to say
they're looking to keep him?
Yeah,
and
he's going to be here for the rest of the year.
How the fans react.
Leave him alone, and try and get off his back, and this, that, the other. But like I said, Mustafi's already answered this. He's already spoke about this.
I must admit, when I saw it, I was thinking, because the rumours are all this week is that his agents are talking to Galatasaray about him moving to Turkey.
Yeah.
But then when I saw that article come out, I thought the same thing. I'm like, a bit of PR, is that a bit of PR to just sort of say, well, you know what?
It looks it.
We might keep him and let's just
And then,
win
and
the
then what
fans
would we
round.
go with? We've got Socrates, Louise, Mustafi, and Rob Holding.
And we don't know what state Holding's in yet because he's still obviously not fully fit.
It's an almighty
It's
gamble.
a massive risk. I mean,
It is.
we link with this guy from Getafe, Dejan Dakanu, right? And rated very highly over there in La Liga, but he's 28. That's not a bad age for a defender, but linked with him. La Liga player of the been in the team of the year twice.
Listen,
Decent player.
Kolasinac was in the German team of the year when we signed him.
True.
Ahead of Alaba.
True.
Was it Alaba?
Yeah.
I always get mixed up. But
But
it's,
that's the thing. Do we go now or do we wait? So like I was saying, like somebody like a Dakanu, for instance, right? Do you maybe move and get that guy in now, right? Or do you wait for the summer and try and go all out for an Upamecano?
I'll go all out for an Upamecano. You know what I think of him. I've sat there
But
loads
how
of
are you going to
times,
get
and
an Upamecano if you don't finish strongly this season? Upamecano's not going to go to no team that's not in the Champions League, is he?
This is what I'm saying. We're in a catch-22. We've kind of got to get now, but at the same time,
There's still a chance of the Champions League, right?
well, we've got the Europa League first and foremost.
Yeah.
Let's remember that. That's
Yeah.
a second avenue. With the way that everyone's playing, fourth ain't written off.
Exactly. So why not strengthen? Why not strengthen the squad? Listen, we know it's not going to be like loads of players, but why not try and strengthen that squad now? The other problem I see is like when Torreira's out.
Yeah.
Right. He's been
When
a
he came off
revelation
against
since
Palace.
Arteta's come in.
When he come off against Palace.
Yeah. You bring in Guendouzi. Listen, I rate Guendouzi very highly as a player, but he's just not that type of player. Right. And so again, we suffer there. Should we not be going out? And again, Arteta kind of alluded to it where he said that, positions he's looking for are at the back and in midfield.
I think
Another defensive midfielder. Again, we've been linked with a couple of them.
Yeah.
There's with Frank Kessie of AC Milan, but again, that would be about 20-odd million pounds, which is not a lot of money, is it?
I think midfield, he's looking.
There's a Brazilian
more
player
advanced.
being linked with.
I think he's looking more advanced in midfield. I'm hearing that, this whole Ceballos thing has not really gone to plan, and that Arsenal may looking to cut ties with it. And
But he's been injured for most of the time he's been around.
and he's not happy, and he's not really featured. He's been back for the last 2-3 weeks as well, but he hasn't really featured, has he? Even in the FA Cup, didn't even get a game in that. Start where you thought that would be an ideal time for him. So, maybe that's an area that Mikel Arteta's looking at. We don't really know. It's we got 2 weeks left of the window, 2.5 weeks. It's still.
But it's not looking. 20-odd million pounds is not a lot of money. Well, they ain't got that.
We're gonna have to, start asking questions at the end of the window, innit? I know people want to go now, and start asking questions now, but I'm trying to remain positive on that front because I think that over the last 4 weeks or so, everything has been really positive in terms of Arteta's appointment and stuff, and I don't want to.
But I'm not. This is not Arteta now.
No, it's not Arteta.
I'm talking
It's
about.
not. But
They've got to back him.
I don't
They've
want
got to
that,
support him, haven't they?
I don't want that bad vibe around things at the moment. I'm just kind of like, let's give it until the end of the window. Like before the window shut in the summer, there was a period where we were going, come on, man, you've got to start moving, you've got to start moving. And then all of a sudden, the likes of Pepe and all that come in. And it was, you remember we should all be excited. And we were all sitting there going, well, I'm waiting. And then bang, it all happened. So you kind of got to say, let's give them till the end of the window and see. And then you've got to start ask questions, And listen, Stan Kroenke, man, I'm leaning on the side of like, why would Arteta take the job if he wasn't told that he would be backed? That's my argument, because it was very clear that there were very, very long and detailed discussions between them. It wasn't like an overnight thing. He was brought in. It dragged on for the whole week. So obviously those are part of Arteta's, negotiations. He wants to know. So surely he would have been told what he can and cannot have, what's available in January, what's available in the summer, what he has to get rid of, what he wants to keep, etc., etc. So you've got to look at that and say that, he was promised things and he was told certain things and he's going by that. So you've got to give the next couple of weeks. In terms of our performances, we're unbeaten this year. Do you know what I mean? But
2 games, mate. 3 games, actually.
Yeah, but listen, but towards the end of last year, that wasn't. We would.
No, to be fair, listen, I'm not trying to sort of put a negative on it. I'm just a little bit worried that I think every Arsenal fan knows that in January we're not going to go out there and 70 million here and 80 million there and get this and get that. I think everybody's being realistic.
Yeah.
But I do look at a couple of areas
that we need to sort out.
Particularly the centre-back position. And I worry. I'm like, that needs something now, I think.
Yeah, because in attack, we look like we've got something going.
And there's cover in attack, isn't there? Yeah. You know, you see like, Aubameyang's out, Martinelli can come in, you know what I mean? We're keeping back Eddie. But I'm just worried in defence.
Yeah. I think everyone is. I think that is the one area where we're all sitting there and looking.
And if there's an injury to any of those players.
Yeah, and even when we're linked with this left-back at PSG, the first thing I see when I look on social media is, Arsenal need a centre-back, but let's buy a left-back. It's the common, denominator between everything. But we need, even with those 4, we need a centre-back. Because I want to see a big bastard, is how I describe it. You know, like my dad says to me, someone that will just put their face on the line and just likes defending, likes doing the dirty things, and I feel that's what we need, in my opinion.
I worry, I mean, the defender that's been really impressing me over the past few weeks, David Luiz.
He's been brilliant.
But then I wonder to myself, what if he got injured? Who replaces him at the moment? Oh, all right, maybe Holding can get fit. But by sending Mavropanos out on loan, surely. But then now the stories come out about Mustafi. Maybe that's, like you said, easing him back in.
Yeah.
And we're not, because that would give us 4 centre-backs.
Yeah, because it does seem a bit strange that
and remember the
article
Mustafi
came out.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
The other thing I said about Mustafi the other day, right, is remember he can also play as a right-back. He has done it before for Germany. He can, he'd do a better job of it than Socrates did, put it that way. Because Socrates looked completely out of place there. But Mustafi, and he has played it for Arsenal a couple of times as well. You're not feeling it?
No, I'd rather some of your defenders, and they're dreadful. But,
so you're just not feeling it at all?
I'm not feeling that at all. I think the bridges have been burned. It's time to move on.
But you said that about Xhaka. Could be his second coming.
What I said about Xhaka, right, is that I've not ever doubted his ability as a footballer.
No, but a lot of people said that about Xhaka, that, too many bridges burnt. And look what he's done recently.
But with Mustafi, I doubt his ability as a footballer. I doubt he's got a football brain. Not being disrespectful, but that's my opinion. I don't think he's got a football brain. I genuinely think that the guy, he's a head loss. And I don't think he's good enough for this club. Xhaka, I've always said he's a good footballer. But I just felt that maybe the Premier League was too fast for him. Maybe the bridges were burned. Don't mean I don't rate him. I've always backed him. But I just felt that maybe the time was to go and pastures new. But he's obviously proving everyone wrong.
Eddie Nketiah, who everybody thought was going out on loan, Bristol City, Nottingham Forest, Sheffield Wednesday, Villa, Norwich, all of those clubs linked with him.
And we've kept him.
And again, I saw some Leeds fans complaining, saying that, well, bloody hell, you took him from us because you said he's not getting enough game time. Now you're bringing him back to Arsenal. He's not going to get much game time there either. But what do you think of that decision to keep him?
It's a bold decision. There's obviously a reason behind it. Because
Mikel Arteta said he's seen him in training and he's been very impressed.
Well, there you go. Arteta sees him in training, we don't. So, if he's doing something, then Arteta's looking and he might be going, you know what, I'm going to give him a chance. Lacazette's not firing. Yeah.
There's games as well. There's, remember, we still got Europa League games.
Europa League coming up. We've still got the FA Cup.
FA Cup. And,
So it's a good chance for him.
Yeah, you've got Aubameyang, Lacazette. You don't want to be rinsing those guys week in, week out, right?
And Aubameyang's suspended for the FA Cup game against Bournemouth as well.
Oh, is he? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's one of the 3 games.
So you're not going to risk Lacazette. You've sent John Jules out on loan. So, you know,
This is a big...
if Martinelli's playing an important part in the first team, you won't want to risk him. So, you know, Smith Rowe's gone out on loan. So when you look at it, it's probably a logical...
big chance for Eddie.
Yeah, it's a massive
Big
chance.
chance because...
The one thing about him is that he can score goals. He's very, in my opinion, I think he reminds me of Ian Wright. He's a poacher. He just scores goals. You look at the goals that he was scoring at Leeds. Right place, right time. Just knows where to be. And, yeah, there's a lot of Leeds fans that ain't happy about him going. And, you know, there's a lot of clubs out there that are quite disappointed that they weren't able to require his services for the next 4 or 5 months. But when we break it down like we just did then, I think that's probably a good idea to do it.
For Eddie Nketiah, massive chance for him to come into that first team and establish himself, even if not like, you know, as one of the starters, but to establish yourself as an Arsenal regular, right? Because if he comes off of the bench and can bang in a couple of goals in important goals in games, you know,
there you go.
he can earn himself a new contract and all kind of things.
Goals breed confidence.
Yeah.
And if he starts scoring for the first team, then Arteta's hands might be forced to play him more in the Premier League. You know, Lacazette's not firing at the moment. Something's not right there. You know, even I think the instinctive side of Lacazette's disappeared. You know, where he was...
Lack of confidence, you start trying too hard,
Was that a joke?
Huh?
Lack of confidence.
Lack of confidence. Lack of confidence. But is it? I mean, you start trying too hard. That's
you look
the
at,
first thing that happens, isn't it?
When Pepe hit the post against Palace, the ball comes out, he wants a touch.
Yeah.
A confident Laka goes, bang, goal.
Yeah.
But he wants a touch. It's like he's got to be sure. He's got to be precise.
And then a lot of times I've noticed with him, he's not getting the ball out of his feet quick enough.
No, it
you know
seems
what I
to
mean?
get
And
tied
again,
up. At Bournemouth was the perfect example. The amount of times it got caught under his feet.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't seem to be firing. You know, maybe we need a penalty.
Yeah.
Because that got him going last time, didn't it? When Oba gave him the penalty. But he would be the penalty taker now because Oba's suspended.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that. Aubameyang out now for
3 games.
For 3 games. Was that the right decision?
Yeah.
They appealed it. I couldn't believe that appeal.
We're lucky that they never classed it as a frivolous appeal and he got
and
an
give one
4th.
extra. It was a red card, I think.
It was a red card. I've seen your show with Troops and...
I don't know what Troops is on about. I'm sorry, that's a red card. I hear the comparisons with the Robertson one. That was a red card as well.
Yeah.
But we can only deal with our game, and the ref that was at our game, they looked at it on VAR. That's a red.
It is.
He's out now, though,
Look,
for 3 games.
Oba's not come out and complained.
No.
He's even come out and made an apology to the guy.
He's not a dirty player. He didn't mean it.
He didn't mean it.
He's never been sent off in his career until this.
There's a difference. There's a difference between meaning something in an intention, the malice, and he was trying to shut down the ball, and everything looks worse in slow motion. Believe me, it does. And, you know, in real time, you know, nobody was screaming for a red card. Not even the Palace bench, not even the Palace players. And it was right in front of them.
Yeah.
So that tells you, in real time, it looks like a very genuine attempt to try and shut down the ball. 2 players have come together, and that's it. It's a yellow card. The instinct to the ref straight away was it's a coming together. It's not intentional. Yellow card. It's the first thing he gave him. But then BAR got involved. You know, and you look at the severity of it after, and you're like, oh God, the state of his foot as well. And
it's no Aubameyang now for 3 games, right? And the big games, all 3 of them big games.
Chelsea won.
Sheffield United.
That's huge
Saturday.
As well.
Huge game.
They're doing
Sheffield
really,
United have
really
been playing,
well.
You know, remember they're above us again.
And their away form's good.
And their away form has been brilliant. They've gone to some big teams this season and claimed some big scalps.
Yeah.
They did lose at Man United and they did lose at Liverpool. Everybody loses at Liverpool.
Everyone seems to be losing.
But they've done well against the big clubs, particularly away from home. They're not going to come and have 2 banks of 4 and try and defend. They're going to come and have a go. That's a tough game for Arsenal.
It's a very tough game.
And missing Torreira in that game, you know, because
Possibly.
they're going to, you know, possibly could be back. But, you know, would you play Torreira if he's fit, or would you try to keep him back for the Chelsea game?
No, if he's fit, then play him. I would.
Because the Chelsea game's on the Tuesday.
I know we've got the Chelsea game, but we need to start picking up points now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not in a luxury position where we can, you know what I mean, afford to do that. And
Is Sheffield United a must-win game?
yeah, of course it is. And we're at home. We've got to start winning our home games. It's as simple as that.
Well, listen, we beat Man United in our last home game.
Yeah.
Right? So we shouldn't fear,
No, we shouldn't fear, but we have
Sheffield
to win.
United.
We have
but
to win.
it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
And, a bit like what we were saying right at the beginning of the show with my team, right, is that you've got to respect the team that's in front of you. And Sheffield United are a very, very good side, managed by Chris Wilder, very, very good manager. And they're not going to come, as I said, and sit. They're going to have a go. You confident that we can get past Sheffield United?
I am
or
confident.
would it be another one? Because they have drawn a lot of games as well, Sheffield United.
I am confident that we're going to win the game. I was very confident before the Man United game, if you remember.
What's your front three for that game?
Front three would have to be Pepe, Martinelli, and Lacazette.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would have. I would play Torreira if he is fit. If it's a gamble and it's a choice between Sheffield United and Chelsea, I'd rather him for Chelsea because I think that's a bigger game, and plus we're at Stamford Bridge. The problem with Guendouzi is I don't think Guendouzi's quick enough to find the ball into the likes of Pepe and Ozil the way that Torreira is. He does the dirty stuff pass. Guendouzi seems to just...
dwells on the ball a bit too much sometimes, doesn't
and it's
he?
not saying that he's a bad player or anything. It's just that I don't think
He's a young player
does
learning still.
what Torreira does. And I think that
Shout
that
for
shows.
Ceballos in there? Playing deep instead of,
No.
no?
Nah, he hasn't played. So why would he?
But it's just that he's a bit more creative.
Yeah,
When I say creative, he's a bit more of a player that will get on the ball and get forward with it. And we want to get forwards. And like you said, we want to get the ball up.
You say get forward, but is he a defensive midfielder? Is he going to protect the way that Torreira does? I don't think he is. He doesn't seem that type of player. He isn't that type of player. And our best pivot is Xhaka and Torreira. I've said it for years.
Would you play maybe Willett there then instead of...
Again, it's the
Guendouzi?
releasing of the ball. The one thing that's frustrated me about Joe in recent weeks is not releasing the ball. At certain times, even in an attacking sense. He could have turned, 1 point and whatever to 3 points. You think of the Bournemouth game when he could have, laid either side of him off when he's running through with 5 minutes to go. And then the game after was the Chelsea game. We're 1-0 up. Slide the ball to Laka. One-on-one with the keeper. Just slide the ball to him. Tried having a shot. You missed. They go up the other end and they score. 2-0, game's done. So decision making. I like his energy and I like the way that he can break the lines and whatnot, but it's the releasing of the ball. Torreira just does.
It'd be a big miss if he's out, Torreira. It really will be a big miss. Sheffield United and then on to Chelsea on the Tuesday. Not a lot of turnaround time. Again, no Aubameyang, right?
That's big.
That's a big game, huge game. If we got any, when you think about it, these next two games, if we want to get in the top four, we have to win those two, don't we?
Yeah, realistically we do, because Chelsea are one of the sides that we've got to try and catch.
And Sheffield United are one of the teams above us as well that we've got to try and catch.
Yeah. You can't forget that.
If you're looking at it, you say, right, Sheffield United is one of the, you look at them first and say, right, we need to hunt them down. Then when we get to them now, then we need to hunt Chelsea down.
I know what you're saying.
If we lose to Chelsea again, I mean, they're going to be so far ahead of us. I mean,
the thing is, I think that will be the first real test of Mikel Arteta. Forget Chelsea at home and Manchester United at home. This for me is the big test, where we go to one of the top 6 away from home.
Without our best player.
Yeah, without our best player. So it shows. And, when we were good as a team, back in the day, we could go to places away from home and not have our best players. I remember when we won the league at Old Trafford, Henry was out.
True, yep.
But we didn't sit there and go, oh no, Thierry's out. We're like, okay, Sylvain Wiltord comes in. Cool. Who has the shot that falls, who scores the winning goal? At Old Trafford to win us the league. We never used to worry about that. We've gone into massive games without Patrick Vieira. We never used to worry. But now we lose a player and it's like, life is over.
For good reason.
Yeah, for good reason.
Because without Aubameyang, I mean, where's the goals going to come from?
Boy, without Aubameyang, that'd be an our league. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we've just got to...
That's a tough game.
It is a tough game, but look, home advantage, play with the right mentality, the right mindset.
I'm on about the Chelsea game now.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, let's go with the next one. If we apply ourselves right, we get the tactics right, we press from the front, we do everything that the manager sets us out to do, we'll win the game.
If Arteta could pull off a win against, say, Chelsea away from home, that would be absolutely huge for him, for his confidence, for the players,
even the fans.
For the fans, it would be massive, wouldn't it?
I mean, huge, because we haven't done it. We just don't go away from home against none of these top sides and win.
Especially there, we've got a horrendous record there recently.
What was the last time we won there? 5-3.
Yeah.
Van Persie hat-trick.
That's
Jesus Christ, man. I was young.
That's terrible, isn't it?
I was young then.
That's awful, isn't it? That's really bad, though.
Dreadful, man. Yeah. That's dreadful. The last time I think we went away from home and actually put a decent performance in and won was Man City.
Yeah, the 2-0. The 2-0.
You know, last season away at Tottenham, we played well.
Yeah.
And we should have won.
Should have won the game.
Still haunts me now, man. But the last time we won away from home against one of those top sides was that Man City game.
And that's the big test. That's going to be one of the big tests for Mikel Arteta. It's kind of what going back to me when I say they've got to start backing this guy to give him the players. You know what I mean? Because, that's the big test. That's where he's going to get judged. When he goes to a place like Chelsea, people will be looking at it and say, well, what's any different? Yeah, what's changed?
Yeah. That's what.
And we've got City to go to away. You know what I mean? We've still got places like that to go to. We've got Tottenham to go to away. You know.
I'm actually looking forward to Man City.
When we go City away,
just to see how them two match up with each other.
Yeah.
Like it's like the teacher and his student, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like you versus me. You're like you're like the teacher and I'm the student. But the students come over and taken over from the teacher. There's a new Don round here now.
The ringer. And finally, of those 3 games, Bournemouth.
Yeah.
FA Cup, Monday night. Monday night in Bournemouth again. Honestly, if you see. And then I was looking at our fixtures beyond that, and literally every game's on a Sunday. I mean, Sunday, Monday. It's unbelievable. But Monday night in Bournemouth.
On Saturday, innit? That's what I mean. But it's
Monday night in Bournemouth.
Why are they putting it on a Monday again, man? Do they not look at it and say, right, we put them on a Monday in the 3rd round? Why are we putting us on a Monday again? Put someone else there.
And it's a long old trip for a Monday night all the way down to Bournemouth.
It's cold.
I mean? And a lot of fans. I've spoken to a couple of fans already who said they can't make it because they've got work the next day.
It's cold.
Very cold. Well, we never get Bournemouth in the summer, do we? You know what I mean?
No, do you know what I mean?
But that's another important game, though, because in the FA Cup, that, again, I think Arteta's going to go for that because that represents something.
Well, you look at what the squad he put out against Leeds.
Yeah.
If that's anything to go by, he'll go with a strong squad again.
Yeah. And after that game, there's going to be a bit of a break, so may as well go for that.
They're debating whether to go to Dubai or not, I'm hearing.
Yeah.
But they're waiting to find out whether they get clearance.
Security clearance and
safe
that. Yeah.
Whatnot.
Warm weather training. You know what? I don't want them to go to Dubai for warm weather training.
Like what happened last time they went to Dubai for warm weather training.
When they went to Dubai, right, last year for warm weather training, right? And they played that game, right? And we were playing brilliantly up until then. And then when we come back from Dubai, man, we just went like this.
Like lead
we
balloon.
flopped out. So don't go to Dubai, man.
We had a great time in Dubai.
We had a great time in Dubai, and Dubai is a beautiful country, and it's one of my favourite destinations.
Have we come back there in a couple of weeks?
Boy, I don't know, man. Those players, man. I don't know what happened in Dubai, but when they came back, man, for the rest of the season, they were useless. Do not go and train down Hackney Marshes or something, you know what I mean? No warm weather training.
Come and train with me.
Go train with him.
You know what I mean? I'll get them fucking in ship shape. Don't you worry about that.
It's some big games coming up. So Sheffield United, prediction?
I'm going to go for a 3-1 win.
Chelsea.
I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Bournemouth.
I'm going to go for 2-0 win.
2-0 win.
I think with Bournemouth.
So we'll win.
Well, no, there's a draw with
One
Chelsea.
draw, isn't it?
But the thing with Bournemouth is that their priority is survival. They're in a dogfight